All right, arithmetic sequences. This one should be a bit shorter than yesterday. Again, sorry about that. But whatever. You're learning. It's good for you. Okay, arithmetic sequence is a sequence where there's a common difference, meaning we add or subtract, and we're going to find different terms, different determined formulas, and it'll be super fun. You won't be able to contain yourself. Okay, so you know this from yesterday. Hopefully you remember. Determine the ninth term of the sequence. Please try that out. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you go through it, you're subtracting 3 every single time you're going through it. So this is 88, 85, 82, 79, and 76. Okay, and how about this one? Try that one out. You should have gotten 50. This particular one, you're going up by 5. So this up by 5 and down by 3, subtracting 3, this is what's known as the common difference. The common difference. So the problem is, what if we want to find the 40th term, and they're not recursive? Well, these are recursive right now. What if we don't want them to be recursive like yesterday? We want them, to be straightforward. If I want the 300th term, I want to plug in 300 and be done. That would be nice. So we have this problem. How can we do it? Well, we use the formula. Maybe you remember this from from 8th grade or algebra, where you had to find the common difference and you had to do all this stuff then. Okay, this formula is the one that you're given. A lot of you like this one better because the D is over here. It means the same thing. D is here or here. It's just multiplying it by it. I don't know why they give you this one with the D over there. It's weird, but that's what. So you have to recognize that they're the same thing. In our example, what is the common difference? How do you get from one term to the next? Well, to find it, have a definition for it, the common difference is one term minus the one before it. So you always subtract from the one before. So it would be 11 minus 8. So 11, 8 is before it. So 11 minus that. That's it. So our common difference, we call that D, is 3. A1, remember from yesterday, A1 is the first term. The first term is 8. A sub n, well, I don't particularly know what that is yet because that's what I'm looking to find, but A sub n should be A sub 40 because I want the 40th term. So n then is 40. So I have all my different pieces for the formula. And let's just squeeze the formula into the screen there. There's the formula. So I want to plug all this in. A sub 40, okay, because that's my A sub n, equals A sub 1. Well, I don't have to put A sub 1, I can put 8. Plus n minus 1, well, there's n, 40 minus 1, times the common difference, which is 3. Just plug it into your calculator, do the math, and we get 125. So it's nice if you can find these pieces of a formula. You can always write a real equation instead of recursive like before. Okay, so this couple ways we can ask questions about this stuff using the formula is determine the nth term of the sequence. So that means they want you to find that explicit formula where A sub n is A sub n. Okay, so we don't have a number for n. We're just going to leave it as A sub n. Okay, so I want the explicit formula. So the things that I need, same pieces that I need the first term, I need n minus 1, and I need my common difference. So I don't know A sub n. Okay, hold on. Let me erase. Okay, A sub 1, well, that's 3. Okay, n minus 1, well, I know n is n, so that's pointless that I just did that. And then D is my common difference. Well, what is the common difference? Well, this particular one, it's just 6 minus 3 You can subtract any. I could do 9 minus 12, 9 minus 6, doesn't matter, always the same. 6 minus 3 is 3. So I just plug these things into this formula. Okay, so a sub 1 is 3, so a sub n plus, and I don't know what n is, so it's got to stay n, times d, times the common difference. Distribute that in. I read it like this. You can write the 3 on the other side if you want, plus 3n minus 3. So we wind up, these cancel out. A sub n is 3n. So no matter what, if I want the 500th term of the sequence, I would plug 500 in here, 500 in here, and it would be 1,500 in this particular case. Okay, that's the explicit formula. No matter what term you want, you can now find it. So notice n is still in the equation. So it's the same deal for this one. You find a sub 1, you find the common difference, 16 minus 18, so that's negative 2. And you plug them into the formula. A sub n equals 18 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. Distribute that through. Negative, well, I guess I should have, negative 2n plus 2. These two get combined, and it's a sub n, negative 2n plus 20. This should look sort of familiar. It is a line with a slope of negative 2 and a y-intercept of 20. Should be somewhat familiar. Kind of interesting. Okay, so number 3, different kinds of problems that we have here, just so you can be aware of them. A sub 1 is 8 and a sub 7 is negative 10. Find a of 23. So this is a different kind of problem. The basic idea is, though, you do need that common difference. So we know we still have to use that formula. Hopefully you still have it near you. I'll write it right here. It's a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. It is on the reference sheet, which is one of the only formulas you're really going to be able to use on there. Okay, so what we need to do, we know what a sub 1 is, that's 8. N is n. We need that common difference. That's the key here. We need the common difference. So what I do is I simply plug everything I know into the formula. See, they gave me this one too. They gave me 2 values. So I can plug everything in that I have, and that will tell me the common difference. So here we go. I'm going to take this formula and plug, this one is going to be my a sub n. So I'm going to plug it in. A sub 7 equals a sub 1 plus 7 minus 1 times the common difference, which I don't know. But I do know a sub 7 is negative 10. A sub 1 is 8. Oop, sorry. And 7 minus 1 is, so this would be 6d. Just solve. Minus 8. This is negative 18 equals 6d. Negative 3 is my common difference. So once I know the common difference, I can just plug all this stuff in and write the formula. So I know my a sub 1 was 8. I know my d is negative 3. And a sub 23 is what I want to find. So n is 23. Okay, so there's always something missing. Sometimes it's the common difference. Okay, so I want a sub 23 equals a1 plus 23 minus 1 times the common difference, which is negative 3. Plug that guy into the calculator, and hopefully, as long as I did my work right, negative 58. I'm going to go with yes. Okay, so that's it. So that's the basic idea. So here they want the explicit formula instead of like a sub 23. They just want you to leave n in. But again, you can see they did not give you what d is. So you need to plug all that stuff in and find your d. So take a second, pause me, and see if you can do that on your own. Can you find the d using these two on your own? Okay, so it sort of makes sense that D is 3. I plugged all these things in because it is going up. So you're going from, I don't know what I just did there. You're going up from 1 to 10, so it should be going up. On the one behind, on the one before here, see how it's going down? You're going from 8 to negative 10, so you're going down, so you should have been subtracting. That's just a little check for you to kind of see if you're doing it right. So you have your D. Can you then plug it into the explicit formula? I want a sub n, so n doesn't have a number, it's just staying as n. My first term is 1, so it's n minus 1 times the common difference. Distribute in. And combine like terms. I'm going to write it like a line with the slope first, and it's 3n minus 2. Okay, so now I could find any term that I wanted at all. Okay, we got Jorge here. He's saving money to cover college expenses. Okay, I can fit this in here. He wants to save $15 each week. So can you write an explicit formula? So he has $40 right now. So that's my A sub 1. He wants to add $15 every week. So it's like, you know, you could simply just add 15 every week and see where it takes you. But if I want to write an explicit formula, I need the common difference. So that common difference, well, that's 15 because he's going up by 15 every day or every week. So now we just plug it in. A sub n equals n minus 1. Oh, sorry. The first term, which is 40, plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So a sub n is equal to 40, oh, I got this, 15n plus 25. That's when we distribute it in, you get negative 15, and then combine negative 15 with 40, and you get 25. So there is your explicit formula for any term that he might have. You know, in 20 weeks, how much money is he gonna have, that kind of thing. This is what it's going to tell you. Jorge has recently received notice that his books for his classes will cost $190. So he wants to know what week, what's n, if I know my nth term is $190. Well, you just plug 190 in for that. So 190 equals 40 plus, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I think I just lost my mind. And 15n plus 25. I was plugging it into this one for some reason because I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Okay, and you simply just solve it. Okay, so this particular time they gave you the term value. When they give you the term value, you plug it in for a sub n. Divide by 15, and n is 11. Awesome. Have a good day.